Hi, good day everyone. My name is Peter Olubayo and welcome to Visa Pathfinders. This is a channel where we discuss how to migrate to the UK, the United States of America, New Zealand, Australia, EU and what have you. Okay, so not to bore you today, I just want a lot of people have asked about what are the requirements, to become a babysitter in the UK. And before this video end, I'll be giving you some vital information on this route as well. Okay, so this is just basically the web page of the Essex County Council. Okay, so I just want to show you the main part is the requirement for a babysitter. But let's look at they provided an overview and things to consider and all that. So let's just look at that. Age, there are no legal regulations around babysitter suitability. However, it is not advisable to give babysitting responsibility to anyone who is under the age of 16 and is not experienced with young children. So I want to believe that anybody considering this route is, an adult. Okay. Experience and training. Babysitters are not required to register with Ofsted. There are no legal requirements for babysitters to complete training or qualifications. However, we encourage you to ask them about their experience of working or caring for children. This is especially important when babysitting younger children or babies. Asking this question may also help you to feel more confident in your choice of babysitter. Now, these are just some suggestions. We suggest asking the babysitter if they have completed any relevant training or formal childcare qualifications. Do they have the experience to meet your child's special education need or disability need for those that are applicable? Have they undertaken a pediatric first aid course and know what to do in an emergency? And do they have an experience looking after children of similar age to yours and know what activities they will undertake with your children? Okay, so maybe before I move away from here, they talk about relevant training. Okay, have they completed anything? Don't forget they said they don't have to in the first place anyway. Experience to meet special education needs, that depends on which aspects or which type of care you are providing. Okay, so there are special children with disability, autistic disorders, ADHD and all that. So if you want to position yourself in the market as someone who can look after such children, because to be fair, these children will need more care than the rest who don't have this type, who are not in this group. And then they talk about first aid course. I think it makes sense to everyone to have first aid course anyway, for both pediatric and adult. Okay, so referencing, you may also wish to ask the potential babysitter to provide references. They could be from parents who have used them before, or from recent tutor or teacher, or from recent recruiter, whatever is applicable. So these are some of the things you need to provide anyway to work in this sector in the UK, apart from having a work permit. DBS checks, that is just like a police report that will be done by whosoever is employing you in the UK. You can't do that by yourself. ID verification, if you have insurance to cover, if you work with a babysitting company, they will have indemnity or insurance to cover you. Details of experience and all that. Okay, so I just thought that because a lot of people are asking, oh, what are the requirements? To be fair, there is nothing like any basic requirement, but I say to position yourself in the market. First aid course is there, relevant experience that you've got, linking them, looking at the transferable skills and all that. Now, the other thing is people say, does the UK have needs for babysitters? To be fair, I also ask myself, there's AU pair or is it all pair now? in the UK. There are a lot of, people who could actually act as babysitters and be given the work permit that are already in the UK. So if you're applying from anywhere outside of the UK, you need to know that the competition for any low paid job like this is always high, because there are so many people at the bottom ladder, that will want to apply for it as well. People who don't have papers, who are already in the UK and all that. So I would say it's, except you have a link in the UK and someone knows someone, or someone has a company and they are able to sponsor you, this is not supposed to be a plan A. That is just my opinion. This shouldn't or should not meant to be your plan A. Okay, in terms of how to move overseas, how to move to the UK, one of the best routes, one of the straightforward, not best in this sense, straightforward route is still coming as a student in the UK. I know that has a lot of restrictions these days, like not being able to come with your family except you are a PhD student and all that. But it guarantees you have some guarantee that you can have an idea of when you are going to enter the UK, more than so many routes out there. And there are other routes you can explore. There's religious or clergyman's pathway, there's global talent, and a lot of them. Of course, high potential, of course, some of the requirements can be high, but this, don't just focus on one thing at a time. You should have plan A, plan B, and if possible plan C. Okay, and lastly, I would say work visa is always sweet. It's very sweet as honeycomb. But also the first thing you have to do to get a work visa is to get a job in the first place. So that everything is tied to getting a job itself. Yeah, I didn't plan to make this video this long, but I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say. Please don't put your eggs in one basket. This is just another opportunity for UK to get the right babysitters that is needed for its citizens. Where they are going to come from, the UK government is not going to be responsible for that. And this also means that there is an opportunity for those who are outside of the UK to genuinely migrate to the UK on such a route which provide work opportunity, paid job from day one. All right, until when next we meet, I'll be telling you more about the bursary and scholarships provided by university these days in the next video. See you later. Bye.